Hello, everybody, and welcome to this Wind Waker Randomizer Season 5 tournament race. It's Tubamann versus Armageddon in the losers quarterfinals. Game 2 of the best of 3. Armageddon looking to advance to the losers semis, while Tubamann is trying to force a Game 3. Commentators for today will be Butterlord and Poogle. Take it from here, you two.
Hey, what's up?
Hey. Not much. Looking forward to this.
Yeah. As am I. Unfortunately for the people watching, I don't know if they were able to see, but Arma was playing Sunshine and he got a successful Jalala Beach skip, so I think that means things will be looking good for this race.
And he's gonna have to hope that things are indeed looking good because Tuba wants to force a Game 3 here.
Yeah, and as for anyone who didn't see Game 1, since it was not officially restreamed, it was a really close game. It was like a 40-second difference or something like that, I think. So, can't really tell who's gonna win. But that's kind of same.
Wild.
Yeah. At least that's how it's been for like a lot of these races. It's like you can't really guarantee one person's gonna win over the other.
With how far we are into the tournament, yeah, everyone's on their A game, on top of everything they need to do. So any win is going to be hard won.
Just waiting. We got like 10 more seconds until we're heading off.
So what level of shenanigans are you hoping to see here?
What shenanigans am I hoping to see? Well, I'll wait till they read hints before I spoil what dungeons we have. Okay, Arma's going back to read the hints. Honestly, not a bad play, because since we spawned right by the boat, there is a non-zero chance that it could say, oh, outside island's dead, by the way, and then Tuba's just wasting his time. But yeah, as we see, we have Tower Gods, Forbidden Woods, and Wind Temple, and I mean, I think we were talking about in the chat here before we started the stream about having a hint of Leaf and Tower Gods. So I wonder if we'll have a Leaf and Tower Gods this seed, since it was mentioned before we actually went live. Imagine.
That'd be interesting, because Leafless Tower is just kind of rude.
Yeah. And Arma is currently learning that all of our item hints are not that helpful, other than dead locations, which I guess is still nice to know.
Hey, we've got a spiky chest in Jabun's cave that gives us a Tingle statue.
Yay.
Thanks, game.
Yay.
Thanks, game.
A bomb-locked Tingle statue feels good. So Arma... Oh, okay. Arma's... Okay, I thought he was like gonna warp for a second, but he's just checking Mesa first. Yeah, it would have been really funny if Outset was hinted dead and we spawned here.
That'd be quite silly.
And we did spawn with a Picto box for anyone who didn't notice that. So potentially early windfalls, and especially we have 2 windfall path hints, one for Tower Gods, one for Forbidden Woods. So it is.
So what I'm hearing is that we're gonna have some fetch quest on Windfall that goes into some entire convoluted scheme that gives us bombs. That gives us bombs, which gives us logical Tingle statues. Or something else which gives us logical Tingle statues, which gives us bombs. I don't know. Logic can be quite... Ooh!
Also, Tuba check Mesa's house? I didn't notice if he checked that or not.
Tuba did not.
Okay, because I was like, they did the same thing and no one really messed up anything, so I was like thinking, Tuba's really far ahead in that regard.
No, Tuba, I do not believe checked Mesa's.
Okay, both commentators and one of our trackers are agreeing, so hopefully we're collectively paying enough attention.
Alright, so we've got Maggie's letter as the 20 rupee item in Beetles, and Great Sea is on path to Mulgara.
Mhm.
The only problem is, where is that delivery bag?
Yeah, and there's no guarantee that that even will be anything useful, but, I mean, it would make sense if it would.
We have got a Cliff Plateau play from Tuba. I was almost about to say, where does this cave go? But this is not that type of settings. This is actually like, you know, sane people doing sane things. It's fine.
Okay, you know, Arma, I don't disagree with this play, checking Headstone while you're here. I think it's a fine play. And we do not have to do Golf or Diamond Step or Needle Rock or Alida Steel, so that whole like left section of to outside is just dead. They just picked a cluster and they were like, don't go here. Just don't do anything here.
Completely dead. That is a bow on top of Headstone?
Yeah, so that's good knowledge. And okay, we got a shard on Tuba's side. I didn't see if the inside chest was spiky or not, because I was
inside chest was not spiky, and Tuba is not storing this one because Bird's Peak is not allowed, not needed, more so. Allowed, yes, needed, no.
Which is a little unfortunate, like, when they give you Bird's Peak and Alida Steel both into dead, because that's, like, usually your easy, like, money farming spot.
Yeah, Arma taken a little bit of time to very quickly peek that chest with the telescope. And having the telescope in these settings is really nice, because then you can do things like look at chests without having to go all the way to the islands to get them. Crescent Island being one of the big, not quite offenders, but big proponents of that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very nice that telescope actually has consistent usage now.
It does. Very neat.
I'm a fan. Damn, so... Well, Arma knows that that bow is there, but right now he has no way to get it without having at least leaf or bombs or bait bag. He needs one of those to be able to get it.
Well, couldn't you store something somewhere else and then go up there?
You can, but at least, unless there's some strat I don't know about, but the only way that I know to scale up Headstone is if you have leaf or bombs with storage. Unless there's just a sword method that I am not aware of.
I'm uncertain.
You can door cancel jump slash according to gold. That is something we'll probably not see.
So Tingle has given us both another Triforce Shard, Skullhammer.
Okay, I mean... Skullhammer is interesting. What if there's some like wild thing, like first check in Wind Temple is like is grapple or boomerang or something, or command melody potentially?
That'd be mean.
That would be.
I like it. I like it. Tuba had peeked the chest, and I didn't see what the chest was, but clearly it's something he wants to go get, so...
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab the very convenient 10 rupee pots. And Ferrora's Pearl, which, yeah, that would be on the path to go down. Kind of required. Yeah. It also gives us a mail check, which is nice.
It is nice.
Well, it looks like Arma's gonna go grab some storage for more than likely Lenzo.
Yeah. Let's see, is that Ferrora's leading us to anything? Mail-wise?
The grappling hook!
Alright. Alright.
Now, with our dungeons, do we... Oh, but... Logically, yes, we do need that, because Forbidden Woods is a thing.
Yeah, logically. And that is nice to have, since, you know, we do have to do paw print, and so we can do scale the wall without any shenanigans. Now, I remember, I believe it was you who said this in the, before we started streaming, that specifically Leaf and Tower Gods in that one seed you rolled was on the Tower Gods mini boss, which you would need grapple hook for. So imagine that happens.
Well,
but actually,
it is
that's
a big key this seed because we did get it hinted.
That's
but
true.
Leaf being behind grappling hook and Tower of the Gods would be something.
It is not out of the question yet.
More mail. Not that we can do anything with it.
Yeah, it's always fun, like, when you get, like, all of your letters, and then finally at the end, you get your delivery bag, and you're just like, I can just mail everything. Alright, so who's gonna finish this hide-and-seek race first? That's the question here. Arma clipping through the land.
Clipping through the floor.
Real...
See, that is the unfortunate worry potential problem thing with doing the door cancel. The door cancel makes your hitbox very, very, very small. So you can, like, go through things like loading zones, and doors, and floors.
Yeah, like the kid there just pushing Arma through the wall.
And go up walls like that. Like that.
The model Arma is using is called Linka, which is essentially just the female equivalent of a Link model.
So now we're about to see the reason why we do that small hitbox thing. It's because this door above normally takes a bit to open. Like, we do have the Picto Box, but that's just slow. What isn't slow is using this tree to just jump up there.
Dude, they're so in sync for me.
They are for me as well.
It's so in sync.
Which, this is nice though, because they can get the picture of Minenko and Lenzo without having to worry about that small cutscene that plays normally when you pop down here.
Yeah. It's really interesting that it works like that, but convenient for us.
Mm-hmm. Which we can then show to Pompey and Vera right here before getting the last kid. The reason also why we can't get, the jerk on top of the tree is that because the hitbox is so small, it just doesn't work.
Yeah. And apparently even if you cheat and, like, hover up and touch the kid, you can't get him. You, like, have to bonk him off the tree to catch him.
Mm-hmm.
Allegedly.
Ivan is his name, because of course I'm remembering what the name means.
Yeah. Yeah, that is the only one of the kids that I know their name of.
It's Ivan, Jin, Jan, and Gianroberto.
I'll be on the quiz later, guys. Make sure you remember that.
There will be a pop quiz later, take notes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. We got a Tingle statue from Hide and Seek. If this was me, I would be very happy. I'm like, yay, Tingle statue. Yeah. And a feather, yes.
Well, that's something.
Yeah, as we say, you're always unhappy to see a Tingle statue until it's your 5th one.
Yep.
Unless if you know Ankle has, like, a bow or something you need, of course. But we have no idea currently. Okay, Tuba going for an early Mila. I wonder if Arma will go for the same.
There's number 3!
Okay.
There is our 3rd Tingle statue.
I love Tingle statues.
They're wonderful paperweights, I guess.
I just noticed Arma got Spoils bag, or he has it clicked on his personal tracker. I didn't notice that he got that.
I didn't either. He might have just clicked it because he has a feather?
Oh, maybe that was the inside of Cliff Plateau, maybe? Someone needs to pause again. I need to see if they both have it.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
So I guess that's the only thing they've stored so far. Arma catching up to other checks with that Tuba's already gotten here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And
so,
now we wait.
yeah, but not a whole lot to talk about. Like, we've gotten the Frore's Pearl, which I guess could be our Godon hint. I guess that probably is, most likely. I don't know. This is why windfall hints aren't the most desirable thing, because you get so many things anyways. Like, sometimes it's like hard to tell. It's like, which one is my path hint? What is referring to what? Because if you have like a path hint, only one item is being referred to in that path hint specifically, but other things can coincidentally be there, of course.
Especially if one thing leads you on a wild goose chase to get to an item.
Mm-hmm. And we have a Din's Pearl on Mila. All these M names, so not immediately useful, but we'll need eventually, unfortunately.
So, Butter, do you want to explain what Tuba just did? And yes, both of them have the spoils bag, so they most likely started on Cliff Plateau.
Okay. What did Tuba just do? I looked at my other monitor for a second.
So, Tuba got storage on the stairs leading up to the second floor of the House of Wealth. Stored the door. Did Mila. Walked into the bar door. And then walked into the House of Wealth.
That is correct. I couldn't explain the specifics of what's going on there, but yep. I think it's not technically a door teleport. It's called something else because there's like a billion different door X things here. Someone more smart than me could explain it properly, but yeah, the TLDR is that the game, I guess, just thinks you're going through the loading zone in to House of Wealth, I suppose. And for us, it just saves time, the TLDR.
Whatever it is, it's faster. So that's why people do it.
Another...
Go ahead.
I'm gonna say another little weird thing about it. So there's like little specifics about that is how, like sometimes like another strat you could potentially do is unlock the Lenzo top door and then store the top door, and then you open his bottom door, and then it'll teleport you up to like the top door. But like if you store the top door and if you open instead the cafe bar door, it doesn't actually teleport you. So that's a little thing I never really understood that. And we have a bow from Arma's side, which...
All right. We have a bow on top of the cliff face. We have a bait bag in this chest right here. And I could not tell if that last chest that you can leaf pump to was something or not.
Yeah, I did not see myself either, and I am a fool, and I have not put the streams above 360p yet. I'm still watching at low res. That might help a little bit.
Potentially, yeah.
So Arma having that bow is really nice because he knows that the other bow is at, or that there is another bow at the top of Headstone. So I would not be surprised if he rushes that, or well, buys a pair first and then rushes that.
Yeah, because that gives Fire and Ice arrows immediately, which is real nice.
I mean, we do have Great Sea as a pathin, so okay, that is really convenient. That's gonna be convenient for Tuba because it is night for him currently. Already.
And it's literally right there!
Yeah.
Literally right there, has a bow, would not be surprised if he just goes right in.
Yeah. It would make sense. Damn, so we're about to just clear out all of our Great Sea checks, like, really quick here.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, at least if I was Arma, I would go straight to do Cyclos and Headstoner after this, honestly.
They're both going in. Both checking what's going on.
Both leaving.
Both
See
noping
ya.
out immediately.
Yep, see it.
So if I were Arma, I would go right back for that bow on Headstone.
Yeah, well, I guess I'm glad he's remembering to go here, because I'm assuming he wants to buy a pair first, probably, is my
Buy two.
assumption.
I was about to say buy 2 pairs, but the bow you can just get off here.
Yeah,
You use the bow to get the thing off here, so you only have to buy the one.
yeah. And it's just faster in general.
So I
To
think
shoot.
the runners only need the one, because Bird's Peak is not a thing, Needle Rock is not a thing.
Mm-hmm.
You can get this with bow or another variety of things. And there's Tower of the Gods open.
Okay. I mean... Jeez. Arma still doesn't have his Dins, though, which is on Mila, so... It might be a bit before he goes back for that, but there might be a chance that once he gets his Fire Knights that he goes back for...
Freak and
the
whatnot,
Fire
yeah.
Knights. Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad play. Sure,
Would not at all.
We have Hop Across open to us, so like that could be something potentially.
And you might as well, like, when are you not gonna? Oh,
Yeah.
what I learned something today. I didn't realize you could do that.
We're
It
learning
makes sense
today,
if you could-
baby.
I mean, if it makes sense that you can just kind of clip in and see things, but that is really convenient.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was also in the same scenario for that. I I always did the Wind Waker dive, and then I just watched like Claire, I think it was, just hit R and be like, oh, my head's in the wall now and I can see it. It's like, oh, that's so cool.
And it's really nice to know that this is indeed worth it.
Yeah. At least with the storage strats that we do here, it is much faster than the way that you are supposed to get this check.
Which is the deluxe Picto box. Hey, that might make Arma go back to Windfall even faster.
Yeah. He did not.
He did
Armor
not
did
buy
not.
anything.
He did not buy anything. Is he? Okay, going to Forest Haven potentially. I wonder if he's hoping for a vanilla leaf potentially.
Hopefully, can you buy a pair at Forest Haven?
Yeah, you can.
All right, so
Thankfully.
probably buys the pair here.
I guess you can get the Maggies. Yeah, works out. And just get all that.
Buying the bait for Big Pig, probably.
Yeah. Well, if he bought the stuff at Dragon Roost, he could have done Ice Ring while he was here, also. But okay, so he is checking this. This is definitely an Arma thing he would do. He 100% does this. I feel like a lot of people wouldn't do this normally.
It happens to be something, then it happens to be something. Meanwhile, Tuba's going back for this one chest. He has now checked Mesas, is leaving because Mesas is nothing. How do you peek the leaf up here? Do you just get to a spot, or do you have to get up further to go get to it?
To my knowledge, there's no peak from down here, so you just gotta go up to it. Unless, of course, if you like have leaf already and you use like the tornado to fly up from, and you enter from the place you're supposed to exit from, then you can peek it from there, of course. But
Then you can see it pretty quickly.
yeah. And even then, depending like what the item is, sometimes like it's hard to see because some items are like really small and the leaves just block it.
True.
If this is Leaf, this is huge.
It is a sword?
Alright. That's nice to have.
Yeah, that's a sword. That's nice.
Okay. And Tuba peeking top of Headstone, so he's also gonna know. And I don't know if he has a pair or not.
He did, in fact, buy a pair on Dragonroost.
Alright, well. Good on him.
What is Tuba up to from up? What is Arma up to from up here?
He's
He's peeking the and the chest is something. That's wild.
Yeah, you can also peek it from your boat at a specific spot in the water, but it's... I've been lazy and I never learned that one, but I know it's relatively precise where you have to be. Okay. Checking Angular. I'm surprised he's going to Angular right now instead of... I don't know, I feel like Arma should have bought stuff at Dragonroost and then done Cyclos, get his Fire and Ice, and then come here so he could have done Ice Ring. That's my take, at least.
Well, that looks like what Tuba happens to be doing, is gotten his Fire and Ice, is gonna go do Cyclos here, and then might do Fire Mountain, might do Ice Ring. Well, I mean, who does Fire Mountain?
Yeah. I mean, so often, it's too often light arrows for seeds I end up doing. Top of Angular Island is indeed nothing today. Arma is... Oh, is he going here to do... Okay. I see. I'm not sure if it's faster, like if you are gonna do Cyclone.
Hey!
Oh, what did he give? I looked away for the 1
Cyclos
second.
has another Triforce shard.
Alright, getting our shards.
Well, that's good, because we do need those. They're not progression, but I mean, eventually they're progression, but we do
Yeah.
need them. Looks like Tuba is also going to go for the Leaf Check. So he will also get his sword.
I'm surprised both are going for this. I know just specifically Arma likes going for that, but I'm surprised Tuba's also going for vanilla Leaf Check without Leaf.
Where's Arma going?
It looks like he's getting Cyclos. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's faster if you're gonna get Top of Headstone and Cyclos to go to Outset or to warp to Southern Ferry. I'm not sure. It's probably similar, I'd assume. I know if you're getting just Cyclos, it's faster to go to Southern Ferry.
Well, with the Cyclos check for Arma and the vanilla Leaf check for Tuba, our runners are about even with each other.
Yeah.
The only thing that Arma does not have that Tuba does is that Arma does not have Din's Pearl.
I guess Arma's peaked top of Angular, which is, you know, nice to know, because so often seeds like the troll, and it's like, by the way, top of Angular was your hookshot or your leaf or something cool that you could have gone for free. But not today, not this seed.
Like Tuba's going back for Ice Ring. And
Yeah.
all right, Arma is back for a spiky chest on that. Now, how do you get up there without, like, leaf or hookshot?
The only way I know of is there's a really dumb looking strat where you have to have bombs and you shoot a bomb with like your boat cannon at a specific spot like so it lands right in front of the little like island there, and then you sail forward and then time it so you hop out of the boat and the bomb blows up and boosts you on top of the ledge.
That is incredibly silly. Oh, I mean, speaking of bombs.
Speaking of bombs, all right, confirmed. Tuba's going for it. Confirmed.
Clearly.
Yeah, it's on the ZSR YouTube somewhere. I think it's a spoiler log race between Gobbity and someone, I think, from like last year, I believe, where they both agreed to do that strat. Someone probably knows the video I'm talking about. I don't know which video it is specifically though.
That is quite silly.
But yeah, that is a very spicy strat.
Well, spoiler logs can get very spicy.
Yeah. Yeah, spoiler log, a pretty cool breed, because yeah, you get to see just super niche things you might not normally see.
And looks like Tuba's just gonna go do Tower of the Gods. As we get a fourth Tingle statue off a Creep.
Creep is something TM. And Arma has the deluxe pick though, so I'm assuming he's gonna, you know, get his Din's Pearl, make it day, and then check Minenko. Most likely, I would assume.
Yeah, I can see that.
Well, I mean,
and did all of that with enough time to then get back for Mila, so excellent use of this awkward, like, waiting time on Arma's part.
Yeah. Yeah, that is... Yeah, on Tuba's side, when he did do Mila, he did, like, start making the windmill turn, so he did do something, but it was nice for Arma that he got to do the fire arrow stuff there.
Right.
Okay.
Why does it always seem like this chest in Tower of the Gods specifically just has something?
It really does. Okay.
Oh my god. Command melodies in Tower of the Gods.
That's funny.
That's incredible.
Well, that's like super ultra French vanilla. We will need that for Wind Temple later.
That we will.
Alright.
Minenko is nothing. There's another spiky chest in the back here. With another Tinkle statue! That's all five.
Hey. What statue did Arma just get that?
Creep.
Oh, it's Creep, yeah.
So,
Right.
our 5 Tingle statues are Jobin's Cave, Ivan and the Killer Bees, Maggie's Free Item, the Creep Fire Arrow Check, and Tower of the Gods.
Yeah, so...
And there's a third spiky... Oh, was that a spiky chest or was that not a spiky chest?
That was
There's
not
a chest.
spiky.
Huh. Never mind then.
However, for me, though, I swear, the behind bombable wall also loves to be spiky so frequently. And Arma just now doing his ice ring, which I... Alright, this was bombs, right?
This was indeed bombs, which is good. Arma's gonna get this.
So I wonder if this will push him to go into Tower of Gods, since, you know, with bombs and grapple, you can do everything. And the bow, of course.
Yeah, well, I mean, Leafless Tower of the Gods is kind of, you know, slow. But it is a thing that you can do.
Yeah.
Oh no, and Tuba voided out.
Oh no. And we did not see Bomb Mail yet. Yeah, because I believe Tuba went straight to Tower Gods after doing Ice Ring.
Tuba did indeed.
So we'll see what Arma does. Yeah, because he still has, like, there's Bomb Island, there's the, like, right chest and paw print, there's Fire Mountain that's opened up to us. But I guess having...
runners did check the peak chest in Bomb Island, so... Not Bomb Island, paw print.
Okay.
Alright.
Oh.
This swim is so scary.
Yeah, it's definitely a little tricky, and super sucks if you fail it or clip back in bounds, because it's just so much time lost.
Whoa, okay.
But we're good.
He's got it. We're good. Everything's fine. We're skipping hop across for now, which, honestly, fair.
Yeah, I mean... Because we know the big key is in the mini-boss room, so that means there's only the one small key left somewhere, which it could be in Hop Across, or it could be somewhere upstairs. And if it is somewhere upstairs, then Tuba's gonna have to go back and check Hop Across.
Because that means Hop Across is at least not a dungeon item.
Yeah, at the very least. True, we're getting the Fire Mountain from Arma's side, and yeah, it's always light arrows for seeds I end up doing. So we'll see if it carries over.
Or it's a sword.
Or it's a sword. Or it's a skull necklace, which would be equally useful. I wouldn't be surprised if Arma is like holding off for Leaf before he does Tower Gods, because yeah, right now there's no guarantee that we have like Leaf in Tower Gods on upper floor, but it could be.
Yeah. I
think,
see their reasoning for it, though.
Yeah. And I want to say Bait Bag was the free chest in Pop Print.
That it was. Bait Bag
Alright.
was the free chest, and first bow was on top.
And it's nothing sad.
All right.
No Fire Mountain being required today. But I guess Tuba just not making that.
Oh. That was oh,
That was spooky.
little scary. Just a bit.
Okay, and Arma, going back to Paw Print,
I probably didn't see what that last chest was.
yeah, I saw on his personal tracker he still had it, like, available, but he just checked
Or-
it off.
Or maybe it was something that we just couldn't see that our runners know is, and I have to come back to this.
Yeah. We're paying attention, don't worry.
Also, I think Tuba might have been the only person of our runners to, like, pause buffer to check it.
Oh, did he?
I
I'm
know
paying attention.
Tuba did. I'm pretty sure it was Tuba who did, like, go up on the rock, see that the one chest was nothing, and then paused a bunch of times to see if he could see the other one.
Oh.
Which is not relevant anyway. So we're good.
Alright. Alright, well, only thing Arma has left that he can do is do Bomb Island and then go into Tower Gods.
You know what? You know what could be Leaf?
What's that?
All 5 Tingle statues are in Logic.
Yeah? Imagine that. They want you to go in, get the ankle statue, and then leave. That'd be so troll if it wanted you to do that. Which, I mean, thankfully we are able to, like, do Tower Gods without having Leaf, so...
Which is nice.
Yeah. Okay, Arma, yeah, just going to Tower Gods. That single statue was on the first floor, so... I wouldn't be surprised if he gets that and does leave.
That would be No, he's just going. Never mind. He's not going to Tower of the Gods. Where is he going now?
Yeah, where are we going?
Back
Where
to
are we-
Forest Haven.
What are we doing here? He's going to Bomb Island. Was it worth it to do an extra warp over sailing? I actually don't know.
Either. Are just basic, are just basic island chests a thing? Because there's also the chest on
Oh,
Oasis.
Yeah, we do have the waterfall chest, so that's true. We have not seen what that is yet.
Though, what would be really funny is because the waterfall chest is locked by either Hookshot or Leaf.
Mm-hmm.
So it being locked by one and having the other would be both very silly and would tell you a decent amount about where the other might be. Because, like, for example, if that chest has the leaf in it, then you know that that leaf can't be anywhere Hookshot locked. However, if that chest has Hookshot, you know that Hookshot can't be anywhere leaf locked. And that would be a really decent amount of info if that happened to be the case.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll have to wait and see.
That... Oh, no! Oh, okay, we're good. Alright. Let's find out what this chest is. We're gonna take a look. It is spiky.
Yeah.
Alright, Bum Island, what have you got for us today? Aside
honestly-
from poor hitboxes and bad basketball.
And honestly, it's such a nice little thing to have ice arrows for Bomb Island, since you can just make the magtails curl up instantly.
That's so nice. That's such a nice, just like, not quality of life, but also just really nice thing to have. Like, nah, I don't want to do this. Okay, I was about to be like, how did that miss?
Yeah. Bomb Island is a fan favorite, as we all know.
Sure.
Let's see.
It's the
Delivery.
delivery bag. So we have 2 pieces of mail we can do with that. We have note to Mom and Maggie's letter.
Mm-hmm.
So
Alright.
Maggie's letter was Great C, so that could hypothetically be our hook shot.
Possible.
Wait, no, I think I know where hookshot is. Hear me out. Forest Haven is also on path to Mulgara. That chest is spiky on the small island, in which case that chest cannot be Leaf, so I'm thinking that's hookshot. And therefore the Great Sea check has to lead to Leaf.
I'm not gonna lie, I disregard the Forest Haven path in like this whole time.
Probably why our runners went to go check that Vanilla Leaf location.
That's true. Runners thankfully are paying attention.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm paying attention.
I'm not paying attention.
Well, it's why I'm curious to see if our Great Sea hints is referring to Maggie's letter leading to Leaf, because I don't see what else could be on that small island in Forest Haven but hookshot. Or something leading to hookshot, because it can't lead to Leaf. Well, I suppose it could also lead to Iron Boots now that I'm thinking about it. So, like,
Still
Iron
need
Boots could
those.
also be on that island. But that island specifically cannot be Leaf, which is good to know.
Yeah.
So I'd wager that the Forest Haven hint is leading to hookshot, or something that leads to hookshot, and that the Great Sea hint is leading to Leaf.
Well, we're about to see what this Maggie's gives us after we talk to the homie here.
Alright, Postman.
What you got, baby?
Am I right? I'm right!
Alright. Well, that's gonna be
Alright.
good. That's good for Arma.
That is absolute confirms that our Great Sea path to Mulgara has got to be Maggie's letter in Beetle's shop, which leads to Leaf. Which also means that Arma can go straight to go get one.
Oh, yeah.
This chest.
Whatever this
Actually,
is.
That's really convenient, yeah.
Yeah, already night and all.
Can get
And then
this chest.
Eventually. Hold.
There we go. Alright.
Now we're talking.
Boomerang.
Well.
Alright. I mean, that's nice to have. And, you know, not like required, but logically required.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest, because we didn't have Leaf this whole time, and like I've only been thinking about Tower of Gods, I forgot we had Forbidden Woods as a dungeon.
Yeah, and we need that boomerang for Cal. Okay, Arma is
Yeah.
probably going for the small chest?
Yeah, I agree with this.
Yeah, setting up win for it. Absolutely agree.
Yeah. And then if actually
I'd
after Bomb
wager he
Island-
goes in.
Yeah.
No, I wager he goes into Forbidden Woods.
Well, after Bomb Island, did he peek the waterfall chest? I don't think
He did not, no.
Which is interesting. But if this is hookshot, then he could do Cabana after this.
I'm saying I'm 2 for 2. I'm saying this is hookshot.
Let's see. There's still
No.
a chance.
There's still a chance this could lead to hookshot. You're right. I'm banking on that Rupee Mill is hookshot. I'm
Yeah.
surprised he's not going into. Oh no, he could be doing this to reset his magic and
Yeah.
get the mail. That's fair.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, so this has to lead to... Yeah, it has to somehow lead to Hookshot or Iron Boots. One of the two.
I think this is also Bomba. This is also... Yeah, this is, oh no, this is Ruby Mill.
Yeah, which is what we just got, which is, there you go.
All right, I'm two for two.
There you go.
This is the Note to Mom mail, which is another Triforce piece. We only have one remaining. Yeah, looks like Arma is going into Forbidden Woods.
Alright, so what did we get in Tower Gods on Tuba's side? We got Command Melody, a Tingle Statue, and I don't think we've got any.
We got Command Melody and a Tingle Statue.
Alright.
Which, like, one of those is definitely required. The other is debatable.
Yeah. Oh. Tuba getting bullied by the Beamos. Now, big thing though, since Arma has Leaf before he entered Tower Gods, he's gonna be able to skip the big key, which was on the mini boss, that's a pretty big thing to get to skip.
Yeah.
I'm assuming he's gonna skip it, since he certainly knows how to do it, so I would be surprised if he gets the big key.
Yeah. However, that does mean that... Did you see another small key happening?
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't notice.
Because, there's the very dubious circumstance of Hoppercross right now.
Let me see,
Meanwhile, Arma is just gonna open a spiky chest. So, storing something that might or may not be important. To go up here, get this key.
Alright, let's see. Big key?
Big key. Alright. So we're just gonna have to find out what that spiky chest he stored is at some point. I don't know what the reload would be here. Would it be mini boss? Or just doing that? Never mind.
Alright, well, it's not a sword, it's Iron Boots.
It's the Iron Boots!
Also, I went back in the... I went back in the VOD, and when Tuba was at the big key chest, he did not have an extra key. So, obviously he didn't open it.
So then, hop across has to be that second small key, in which case,
But I guess also if he saw it was the small key, though, he wouldn't have grabbed it, though, anyways, I'd assume, unless he accidentally opens it.
Oh, true. So, I'm not sure. And, meanwhile, while we're talking about Arma going through Forbidden Woods, Tuba just beats... sorry, not Mazal. Godan. Beats Godan like it's just nobody's business. Is checking Hoppercross. I take that back.
Oh, Arma dropping a leaf pump. Arma just falling. But he's good.
Yep, can get to this flower right here. He's gonna get some magic back by just bouncing. Alright, yeah. Tuba is going back for Hoppercross. So we're gonna find out what is in this chest and if it is worth anything.
You know, I'm thinking, I wonder if Arma, since he is, you know, likely will be entering Tower Gods sometime after this, because no Command Melody, so he can't do anything in Wind Temple. And he'll be on the first floor, get Command Melody, get the Tingle Statue. I wonder if he leaves to check what the Tingle Statue gives, and then just goes to Wind Temple. I wonder. The possibility.
Why? Actually...
Well, if he's hoping maybe Tower God's just dead, possibly.
Well, that's a spiky chest on Hoppercross!
Let's see. Could be a bottle. We don't have a shield still.
We don't have a shield still.
We don't got Moblins. We do need one shield.
It's a sword! So the only thing that was worth anything in Tower of the Gods was just the entire first floor and nothing else.
Yeah.
Well, almost the entire first floor. We don't know what that Tingle statue's gonna burn.
Yeah. At least it's maybe something. Okay, and Tuba is likely... I'm assuming he's gonna peek the waterfall chest on his sail, or he's just gonna go straight to Bomb Island instead. That's interesting. We got... Oh, Armor got a quiver at some point. That's always fun. I'm always a fan of getting a quiver.
Bomb Island was what? Delivery bag?
Yeah.
So this is required.
Mm-hmm. Does need this.
Needs this for that mail that he has to send. Oh, Arma, my heart.
Yeah, I wonder when Tuba inevitably gets his leave, if he's gonna be like, damn, I wish I would have done this before doing Tower Gods.
Well, there's one spiky chest.
And we were hinted nothing for Forbidden Woods specifically, so let's see what we got here.
Another sword! That's
Our
all 4
last
swords
sword.
we know. Yep. As far as, like, progressive items and stuff, we're missing a shield, and we're missing 1 shard, and we're missing 1 bow.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Tuba getting Bomb Islanded. Let's go. Burning. We love Bomb Island around these parts.
Yeah, we're missing a shield and a bow.
Yeah, no one has peaked Angular Cave yet, so we don't know if we're gonna need Mirror Shield or not yet.
We do not know that at all.
So that's a huge just up in the air. I would imagine Arma will go check that afterwards. But then if he does and it ends up being spiky, he's gonna have to triple dip Angular, which would not be optimal. But
Yeah.
it could be good to know. Do a nice little boomerang throw, since on the way back your boomerang just doesn't really interact with walls. It's like, nah, I'll go through the wall, and then you can just break that flower or the little enemy on the chest, whatever you call that. I actually have no idea what you call that thing.
I'm not there. Alright, Tuba's back on Windfall, which is good.
Minenko did not give anything.
No, she did not.
He will be able to get his... oh, he doesn't have any arrows. He doesn't have arrows. Oh my god.
Well, that is a spiky chest in Forbidden Woods, and that is a bottle! Alright.
Oh, that's nice. Can get one from the boss. But I think Tuba can buy arrows from Beetle. I'm pretty sure he sells arrows here. I think.
Windfall, maybe. Great fish, yes, however. Great fish, you can buy arrows. How do I know this? Because I'm bad at octos.
See, is Armor gonna remember to get a fairy while he's here? Let's see, will he equip that bottle? You just got the bottle. So it should be in your mind like, oh, Granny.
Yes!
Pog. Let's go, Granny. Any Granny fans in chat?
By the way, this is where the ferry is for people who are potentially very confused by the amount of pine cones in this room.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting that, like, that one's like, it's like a little bit of a puzzle almost. It's like, oh, there's probably a fairy in this room somewhere. Where could it be? And Tuba just getting his leaf now. And the only tragic thing, if he had been, or if he had his leaf already and had done forbidden, well, I guess what am I saying? He wouldn't have already have had his leaf and have been in this situation because the fact of Iron Boots being at Forest Haven, like he can't even just go to Wind Temple from here.
You know, Iron Boots were in Forbidden Woods, so he kind of just can't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you can indeed buy arrows at Windfall.
A very rare situation to be in. I can't say I've ever been to this specific situation. And well, both players have one dungeon down now. I guess the only difference is that Tuba has a much longer dungeon completed over Arma. But Arma's gonna be able to complete Tower Gods quicker. Let's see if Orca's got anything cool.
Cabana deed!
Alright, well.
This would be the situation to go check Cabana.
Or he's just warping. Because reasons.
Could either be going into Tower of the Gods, could be going south to Cabana. Into Tower of the Gods. Sensible.
I was gonna be surprised if he just left. Or if he went to the Cabana, because I'm surprised he didn't just go to the Cabana though. He had everything to do it.
True.
But Cabana often likes to let me down. So maybe he's banking on not having to do Cabana, because it is a bit of a long check. Two again is hook shot, boomerang, I mean. Not hook shot. Hook shot was on the small island chest, I mean.
Hookshot was on the wallet mail from the small island chest.
Right, extended from it. They couldn't just give it to you. They had to make you, wait a little longer to get it.
This, if I'm remembering correctly, is the Tingle statue.
Yeah. Since he already has his command melody.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, it's low-key really convenient that he has the quiver, the Armagana quiver before doing Tower Gods. Can just go ham on Godon. Let's see, we had a sword on Hop Across. I wonder if he's gonna opt to check it first, or if he's gonna do what Tuba did and check it at the end, or like hope for it to be nothing rather.
Yeah. Wallet for Tuba.
I wonder if there happens to be a second wallet anywhere in this seed.
That'd be interesting.
Since obviously we're not guaranteed because we don't need the big wallet for anything, but that would have been funny if there was just another wallet somewhere that they just happened to get and then you didn't actually need to do that.
Yeah, be interesting.
Alright, well.
At this point right now, we're just watching our runners do things the other runner has already done.
Yeah. It's also good to note that Tuba and Arma both checked the wallet mail before entering Forbidden Woods, because that one the hookshot is Just a nice little thing for the big key chest, so you can skip doing the puzzle in that room.
Yeah, that's real
Or-
nice.
'Cause I was wondering if Tuba was going to check that. I mean, you might as well, because it spawns you on the island. So there's no real reason to not check the mail, other than thinking about it in the sense of it's technically faster to check the mail after Forbidden Woods, because then you can read the wallet mail and the Orca mail with one trip instead of having to read it twice, but that's like super negligible, and they knew that that had to lead to something cool, so it just made sense to check it. Because, yeah, we had the Forest Haven to Mulgara hint, and we had the sword on the leaf check, which that isn't the path hint, since you don't really need the sword for anything in Wind Temple, so they knew that the small island chest had to lead to something regarding Mulgara.
And speaking of swords, Arma gets his last sword from Hoppercross, as he decided to check the entirety of the first floor first.
This
That's an interesting
too-
peek.
Yeah, I've never seen someone do that peek. His camera's having a good time. It looks like a very weird peek to do. I don't know like how easy it was for him to tell like what it gave him. And we do know that that was the big key. Which, it's nice to have the big key. But we got bombs. Tuba does not know the strat of, or he forgot, that you can like leaf onto a part of the wall over here and walk up, but not much slower to do that. Yeah, because since he has a storage still, and since the hole in tree here ends up being nothing, he doesn't have to like void out to get rid of his storage. Since he didn't get the chest at the top of the second room.
True, yeah.
So that's a little optimization.
And Arma is going to save a little bit of time on Tuba in Tower of the Gods because Arma has Leaf. So doesn't have to worry about doing any of the grappling hook crossings for this dungeon at all.
Yeah, like especially in the room, the second statue section where the mini boss area is and such, like I definitely remember Tuba like struggling to hit the grapple hook pegs because they're just really weird in that room.
The other thing is if you don't have Leaf and have grappling hook, you kind of have to get rid of the bubbles. Which is just obnoxious.
I'm an avid bubble hater in that room. I do not like them.
Oh, they're the worst.
Well,
Full
Tuba
agree,
dropping-
they're awful. Oh,
Oh, leaf? Okay, you're good.
oh, we're not falling in the water. That's a good thing.
Yeah, thankfully if you fall down, you can still just go through the door at the bottom and take a little bit of an L, but not nearly as bad as falling into the water.
Yeah, because that's kind of unrecoverable.
It would have only
This
been
house-
it would have only been really bad if that chest that Tua just peeked was something and he lost storage and didn't have grapple. But since he has grapple, you could just get that check normally.
Yeah, neither runner has to do anything particularly heinous. Which is always nice. Like, yes, there are checks that you can do, and there are tricks that you can perform, but if you don't have to, it's just really nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's kind of like I'm assuming Arma will not get the big key in Tower Gods, but like that one, if the big key was in not the mini boss room, for an example, it would be nice to get the big key. Because definitely doing the big key skip is definitely slower than just if you have the big key. But then if the big key is in a really slow location, such as the mini boss room, then you definitely want to skip it in that case.
I could potentially see that mini boss room being faster is if you have light arrows and can just nuke the Dark Nut.
Yeah, that does make it nicer. It is like 2 longish loading zones, and then like you have to get your statue again, and then bubbles and platforms. So
Very
at least-
true.
so it's just a little bit of a unfortunate situation.
Tuba now has his full Master Sword. And I believe that means our runners have everything the other does, aside from the dungeon clears that they are doing right now. Would
Yeah.
not surprise me if they went, No, Tuba does not have the, Vanity just yet.
Yeah, and there was a
But-
bottle in the big key chest as well.
Yeah.
But we're on the way.
Yeah.
I'm still surprised that Arma didn't go to Cabana after being Forbidden Woods. I'm only assuming he's hoping it's nothing, or he wants to do it after Tower Gods.
I could see him doing it after.
Yeah, it does
Because
put you
it's-
close to it.
And it's not like you particularly... God, that jump always scares me. It's not like you particularly need anything from Tower of the Gods to beat Cabana and vice versa.
Yeah.
It's not like you're missing out on anything.
And I guess when Arma when he entered Tower Gods, he didn't have the sword yet, so he went in needing a sword, a bow, and a shard. So I wonder if he was thinking, and I guess Command Melody, but I wonder if he was like thinking, oh, what if everything's just in Tower Gods? That could have been a
Really
thought
true.
process also. Sometimes you just have randomly loaded dungeons.
There's
again,
the
his
bottle
bottle.
for Tuba.
I was theorizing for a bit there. I was like, oh man, what if we had like our shield in Master Sword Chamber? Then I remembered it was hinted dead. Same with Lighter Amaze. So it's like,
That would be silly.
it would be.
Like, having your required shield be there is... Oh, wow. Yeah, that'd be something. Remind me of what we need a shield for again?
We only need the shield to deflect the light arrow to kill Ganon at the end of the run. When you're fighting him on like his third phase, because if you don't have a shield and you're in the Ganon boss fight, in Rando, like the game you don't get a shield automatically from any of the cutscenes since we skipped them all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because the cutscenes are skipped, you don't...
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah, so it's funny that you need a shield for that. That's definitely something I learned when I first did spoiler logs, like last year. It was like, do we need a shield for anything? And then we tried not getting a shield, and it's like, oh, we can't kill Ganon. That's so tragic.
Yeah, that'd do it. Tubamann getting that bomb storage off of that chest is going to go for the fairy to get the fairy in the bottle, hopefully for Grandma.
Ideally.
And we're just gonna walk through this door. It's fine. It's fine. Doors exist. Doors are totally
Sometimes.
not a suggestion. Arma is gonna spend a bit more time, a bit less time in this room and a bit more time catching up, because does not have to do the bomb strat.
Yeah, which I believe Tuba failed it like once at least, if I remember correctly.
Some side hops in here. And now gonna have to deal with one of the worst instances of Wizrobes in this game that isn't a submarine.
Well, thankfully, due to the way Arma did the past room, the Wizrobe doesn't spawn here.
Really?
Which I believe the trigger is like, it's like at like the little barrier thing, whatever you call that thing, but leafing over it essentially just skips the trigger to spawn the Wizrobe. So that's also a nice little thing.
That's excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Because like those Wizrobes are really mean. I think the only meaner Wizrobes I have found are the flight control subplatform. Like not even the ghost ship, the flight control platform submarine. And whichever lookout platforms have the two Wizrobes that you don't actually need to do anything to. They just chuck fireballs at your head while you're trying to get the chest on that platform.
Oh, that's the Cliff Plateau platform. That one can be a meme. Yeah,
It's like, you don't even need to fight them, you just need to get to the chest, but the problem is getting to the chest.
Yeah, if you don't have hookshot, it can be a pain to get there. Yeah, the Cliff Plat. Arma's saving. Interesting. I don't think I've ever saved scummed before doing the Tower God's Big Key skip. But
I mean...
okay, and Tuba doing what I thought Arma was gonna do and go to Cabana. So we're gonna see Cabana finally. And I couldn't tell if the waterfall chest was anything because he hasn't actually peeked it. I think that's wooden? Question mark.
Well, doesn't need to do storage to get inside, so isn't gonna do storage to get inside, is just gonna go the polite way of walking through the front door.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because breaking and entering is not really the right way to go about doing things, even if you know, are the legal owner of this cabana.
It's true. Arma's just killing all the enemies, except that bird. That bird's... he can be a pain. If you're doing the big key skip.
Yeah. That bird's a jerk. I mean, most birds are jerks. Most Kargaroks are the worst, TM.
Okay, but... looks like it's not bothering him.
Alright, and we're in.
And we're in, baby. Alright. Let's see. Anything on Cabana? Okay.
Potentially. Watch, it's the power bracelets.
Light arrow.
Oh, it is light arrows. That is one of the progressive items we still need. As Arma's going into the Godan fight. Not gonna need any snot arrows due to the fact that it's got a quiver upgrade. Where was that quiver upgrade, by the way? Do you know?
I'm pretty sure it was somewhere in Forbidden Woods, I'm assuming. So I'm guessing Tuba probably has it as well.
Next time we see Tuba's menu... No, Tuba does not. Or Tuba could just have 29 arrows and not the full 60, but we'll see.
Yeah, well, I guess he just did Forbidden Woods after doing Tower Gods, so... Oh, yeah, my hole in tree, yeah, Tuba didn't store that.
Oh,
So...
alright. Okay, let's see this.
The elusive ankle.
Probably a shield.
Which we still don't know about Angular Cave. No one's peeked it. There's our first thing that he always gives us, and our power bracelets.
This is the power bracelets. Alright.
Well, that puts a pig in our sights.
It does put a pig in our sights.
We also haven't been to Greatfish yet. It's also
we haven't.
interesting. As we're going to Greatfish.
As we're going to Greatfish. And meanwhile, while we were memeing about Big Pig, Arma has beaten Godan very handily. Gonna catch up in dungeons to Tuba.
Okay,
I didn't catch that at all.
That was very fast on his side. And yeah, Tuba's already peaked Ghost Ship, I forgot, but yeah, they both did it at like literally the same time at the start of the season.
That they did. They got the Ghost Ship chart on Crescent Island, where the Ghost Ship was just kind of chilling. Already there. Which was very convenient.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see why you'd come to do Outset, because you have Big Pig, you have Grandma. Arma going to Cabana, so... That close enough? That is close enough, wow. Okay. That's one heck of a range on those fairies.
Yeah, I wasn't looking, but I believe as long as you're in range to target Grandma, you're close enough for the fairy. Or if you're usually just on the carpet, you're good. Yeah, that's definitely the worst, being too far away and your fairy just gets wasted.
Yeah, it's awful. It's such a bad feeling too.
Yeah, I think I've had it like once ever, and it's like, okay, never again am I letting this happen.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't have a whole lot of overworld left.
No,
Yeah.
no, we don't. We have
Yeah, because what's the Moblin's letter check. No one's found Moblin's letter yet, so we don't know what that is. We know that Great Fish is nothing. Ankle gives us the power bracelets. Grandma? Give us
No.
the 23rd treasure chart with the singular text box for some reason. Shout out to that.
we're gonna get the pig, which this has to be something. Like this has to be something,
And it's,
doesn't it?
I mean, we are able, yeah, we have all of Wind Temple, so we do have,
Oh yeah, that's fair.
okay, and
Yeah,
honestly,
yeet.
both people having, yeah, yeet, let's go.
Wonderful throw.
Yeah, good aim, let's go. Tuba, excellent pitcher, I'm proud of you. And just our light arrows from Cabana, but getting those light arrows before doing Wind Temple is pretty nice.
So nice.
Oh,
Hero's charm.
what? He didn't get it.
No!
Alright, cut the
Tuba,
stream.
why?
Alright, Arma wins. Good job,
Well,
Arma.
We'll have to see if Arma picks it up.
Oh, true. That's actually... But does Arma get disqualified also if he never checks it?
Oh. I mean, if they're both disqualified, then they both can still play, right? Because
True,
it
like,
cancels out.
True. Double negative?
Yeah. I think they're fine.
Alright, for now. Unless if Arma gets Hero's Charm, he auto wins. That's just how it works. Sorry, folks.
For legal reasons, that is a joke.
Yeah, for anyone new, that is a total meme. Yeah, the meme is that Hero's Charm doesn't do anything progression-wise, but it's really cool to get.
A little bit more useful if you've got, like, a seed where you have combat caves on, so you know how much you still need to do. I'm personally a huge fan of it when you need to do things like Shark Islands, because that is a mess.
Yeah. Yeah, it can be nice for sure. Okay. Arma just following the same path as Tuba, so Tuba right now just has a small advantage. I think the only thing that Arma has over Tuba is checking Fire Mountain, which didn't give anything anyways, so...
No, it did not.
And so we're looking for one shard and a shield.
Yeah, at this point, there are... The shield cannot be on Angular.
Yeah.
So I have a worst case scenario in mind.
And what may that be?
That you find both shields in Wind Temple. That you have to go to Angular Islands for Moblin's letter to get your last Triforce shard. And that's your shard.
Well, we got a spiky on first check, so I guess we'll see. We'll see. Will the prophecy come true?
Nope.
Alright, well, we still need a shield anyways. So that means that Angular Cave is irrelevant now.
Completely useless.
Which means all of Angular is dead. I don't think Tuba ever checked Angular. I don't think he ever peeked it, to my knowledge. But he might have.
You know Arma did. Tuba, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't recall Tuba ever going there, because when he went to Ice Ring, he went straight to Tower of Gods afterwards, and then after Forbidden Woods, he went straight to the Cabana.
And another fabulous throw on Arma's side.
See them both in baseball, honestly.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm looking forward to seeing them in the playoffs. Arma definitely picks this up. There's no way he doesn't. You're damn right. He got it.
All right. Now does he equip it?
Yeah.
Yes!
Optimal equip. All right. Well.
Oh my god, it's the bunny hood. That's so cute.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a nice.
So cute. My heart. All right.
Unfortunately, it does not give us a speed boost like it would in Majora's Mask.
Oh, that's so cute though.
Shouts to whoever decided that.
Oh, absolutely. So we are looking for a singular shield, which cannot be anywhere else in the overworld.
Yeah. It makes sense, because since both Arma and Tuba were both in the position where they only had ankle, Greatfish, Pig, and Grandma, it's like, okay, that's like not much. So it's like, might as well clear that before doing Wind Temple.
Yeah. And it was an excellent idea to do so.
And we know Tall Basement Room is nothing. We know that for a fact. Well, it is our big key. I'm gonna assume we're gonna skip that, probably.
Excellent idea in terms of, knowing things. And getting the hero's charm, which is absolutely important.
True.
That is nothing.
And of course, we also need a small key, which Tuba does not have a small key yet.
We need one singular small key. Other keys would be nice, but they're not required in any way, shape, or form. Yep, getting storage off his chest.
He doesn't have a shield to block the bomb.
Oh no.
I can almost guarantee he was holding R, and he's like, wait, I don't have a shield. It's so rare you don't have a shield like this late into the seed. But I feel like there's been a handful of tourney races lately where it's like, we don't get a shield until like one of our last items for some reason.
Yeah. There's the storage.
Yeah, the bomb push storage, it's easy until it's not.
Have Arma following into Wind Temple.
Yeah, I mean, depending, like, if this ends up being nothing, Tuba will still have a lead for sure, but that will put them, like, much closer, which this is a small key. So, that's cool. We do need that. But honestly, like, yeah, just looking for that shield. So this could come down to, like, where they decide to look, potentially. Like, if one of them, like, last locations, like, the mini-boss room, and that's our shield, that could be a huge thing. Or if, like, the spike room has, like, a small key and a shield, something like that, then, like, that could also be huge for, like, Arma's position, if Tuba didn't do that. But Arma still has to get to the main room to do things, and Tuba's already there. So... But, of course, we still have, to do Mulgara, and presumably that they're both doing the big key skip. The big key skip, if anything goes wrong, it can be scary.
It's scary even if anything doesn't go wrong.
True. Like,
this dungeon's big key skip is...
Yeah, this is definitely, like, the scariest big key skip. At least I would say it's the scariest one.
I would agree.
Oh, that P-hat? Okay. Those P-hats were on Tuba, and there's a spiky chest on top of Hub Room. I mean, it could technically be a bottle, another wallet. He's storing this. Is he just hoping this is a shield?
Maybe.
What are you doing, Tubamann? He still has middle Hub Room, doesn't he? I don't think he opened that chest, to my knowledge. I didn't see him open it.
He's going after this one.
I'm surprised he's doing that, because this could be, yeah, another bottle. It could be Moblins. It could be the shield, yeah. It can't be a Tingle statue or a Pearl, thankfully. We know that.
Thankfully, yeah. Hopefully the Peahats don't completely annihilate him.
Okay, this is some spice. We haven't really had a whole lot of, like, spice other than, like, leafless tower gods. That was, like, the spiciest thing we had, I think. So, you know, we're getting some flavor in here. The M1 was looking for some craziness.
Alright, and we're down here now.
And yeah, we know. Honestly, it's so nice knowing that the tall basement room was the big key. I mean, it would have been nice if it was just dead, because having the big key is nice, of course, but knowing that you don't have to do this check is very nice, because the amount of seeds that I've seen where they're looking for a sword or whatever, and then they full clear Wind Temple, and it's like, oh, gotcha, it was the last thing you checked. It's like, oh.
And now time for probably the scariest room in this whole game. At least for when you're trying to do things correctly and fast.
Yeah. And if you fall down here with storage, you just can't get back up.
What happens to the chest you stored?
Oh, okay. We're good.
Ooh, okay.
If he falls down, if he were to fall down, his options would be to save warp and delete that item and hope that it wasn't the shield, or hope there's another shield he can get, or kill himself with bombs, since there's no enemies down below there.
So kill himself with bombs, basically, would be the answer. Because,
Yeah.
I don't think you risk that.
Yeah, that would be a huge play.
Can't.
But let's see, we're about to enter the boss room on Tuba's side, so we'll see if it is the shield, and if it's not the shield, it could be Mountain's Letter, which then there's still hope. Oh yeah.
Hey, everyone, get your catch-ins ready.
True.
It's not the shield.
It wasn't the shield. Is it Moblins? Check your delivery bag, sir. Check your delivery bag. It was Moblins.
It was Moblins!
But disregard that. We got a cat gem. Okay, so there's no way Arma does that. Alright, that's a dead Mulgara.
Excellent snipe on Tuba's side.
Very good. And yeah, I guess Mulgara just checks to see if you hit it 3 times, I guess, is how it functions. Because even if you have, like, Master Sword with Soup, it still takes 3 hits per cycle, and it will still be 4 cycles. And we got a spiky chest on Arma's side. Alright. Oh, man. Okay. We got his shield.
Tuba come back here?
No, he didn't. He stored the Moblin's Letter and just went straight to the boss.
Alright, well... Arma's in full go mode.
Yeah. Yeah, Arma is go mode, but the Moblin's Letter check could lead to another shield, potentially.
Right. If
So
Moblin's Letter leads to a shield, No, Tuba's going back in.
I'm surprised. Because he save warped. I'm surprised he didn't save. Like, from Tuba's position, I'm surprised he didn't save. Get the shard, save, go check Mom's letter, see what it gives, and then if no shield, soft reset, and then you're back in Wind Temple. That's what I would have done, but like it could have been another shield. But oh, and he's going straight here.
Alright, so
Honestly, it made sense to go here though.
it did. It's about the only thing he hasn't done.
Yeah, I mean he never checked the 7 Armos room, and he never checked the Wizard mini boss, but it also makes sense to not check mini boss first.
Yeah.
Okay, well that. Oh, okay. Arma targeting the Wizard from way up there. Thank you, Wind Waker.
And there's Tuba's shield. Tuba is in go mode.
I'm so curious if Moblins would have led to a shield, or it's just.
As am I, but the world may never know.
So I was be like,
There's
hey
no reason to
Tuba,
check it.
can you mail that real quick?
Tuba has no reason to check it. I suppose we can find out after the race.
Yeah, I feel like after the sea, like, yo, Tuba. That was that was a little bit of spice, but yeah, unless some
Orma.
yeah.
Oh, this skip is still so scary. Okay, we're good. We're through.
Yeah, unless like Tuba's like Wii blows up or dies again like 8 times, this game is looking pretty set.
What would that mean, Butter?
Well, Tuba does have a substantial lead over Arma currently, so it is unlikely for Arma fans right now if you're hoping for Arma to win, unfortunately.
Ah, yes, the important things.
Yeah, but we do have another cat jam happening though.
As Tuba is breaking the barrier at 1:30:16.
Yeah.
Cat jam.
Honestly, considering they had Tower Gods and Wind Temple, pretty fast seed. And that last Mulgara cycle for Arma was a little unfortunate because Mulgara just came like right down really quick right on top of Arma, so it was like really hard to hit Mulgara from that position.
We did get to see the unusual sight of a boss with the hero's charm.
Yeah, you don't get to see it too often.
Oh, no, you don't. Pretty neat. But
Yeah.
Tubamann is climbing the staircase of doom, death, and destruction.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I decided to put that many descriptors at the staircase when you have the light arrows and you can kind of just shoot everything to death.
True. You missed the entire race. Well, currently the score is Arma 1, Tuba 0, and this is a best of 3, so it's looking like we will be getting a game 3, which will be happening after this game is up. After a little bit of a break, I presume. Is it scheduled for 9, or...
My knowledge, it is scheduled for 9. I can check though.
Okay, Tuba, go off. Okay,
That's phase 1 down.
Yeah, that was a quick. By the time my Google Docs could load, he was like, I'm gonna get all 3 shots. Very good, Tuba. Good job. Yeah, it's indeed set for 9, which is 25 minutes from now for those who are not in Eastern.
I do hope the runners get a bit of a break before that race.
Yeah. I've yet to be in the commentary or in the racing position of doing back-to-back races, so I would assume we will, chill for a sec. And I'll presume we will have an interview phase as well. So we can all chill, have fun, talk about the weather, probably. Talk about this crypt shot too is what to get. See? Easy.
And at 134, 30-ish, Arma breaks the barrier into Hyrule.
Yeah, I believe Tuba's was 130.06, something like that.
16.
All right, we had the 6 right. That was a good opener shot from Tuba on Snake Phase. Trying to go for the quick spin, but oh,
nice.
got
so close.
Yeah, Snake Phase can be a little bit of a trip.
There we go. And that's 3.
All right. Tuba finishing up Puppy Ganon. Yeah. Yeah, one of the big things for me in this race that happened was the fact that Tuba did Leafless Tower Gods and Arma did not. So I thought that was gonna shift things much more, but here we are. So Tanjo with the raid, welcome. Tanjo and friends. Yeah, so looking like we're gonna be getting like a 137 something on Tuba's end.
All right.
And there's Tuba, 137.01, I believe is when it hit. Good job, Tuba. Hey, and there's the people.
Hello, we are people.
Welcome, fellow people.
And you too.
Hello, and GG's.
Yeah, GG's. On the seed.
A seed and a half, for sure.
Yeah.
That leaf made me go back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was interesting because Tuba did leafless tower gods, but you, Arma, had leaf for tower gods.
Yeah. I was thinking. Okay. I was thinking through all of the path hints that I had, or at least the path to things, and for the longest time, I also thought that there was a bow behind bombs in Paw Print, but I don't think there was one. I think it was the free chest in Paw Print. So, for the longest time, I thought that
It was
Hopacross...
grapple one chest.
Oh. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense then. Yeah. Well, I thought it was a bomb lock chest in Paw Print. Or, using bracelets. So for the longest time, I thought Hopacross was just going to be power bracelets, and then it just wasn't. So that was a seed. The path hints for that were wild.
Yeah, as soon as I saw double windfall, I was like, yep, good start.
Yeah.
Good start.
See, the nice thing was you could figure out pretty early on that Maggie's letter had to be your Great Sea path hint, but you can't really do a lot with that unless you decide to commit to Bomb Island, which I did not do until after Tower of the Gods.
Yeah. I warped to Tower of the Gods, and I was like, I'm just going to do the Sleepless, and I was like, well, maybe I shouldn't, so I went to Bomb Island, and then all the stuff. And I'm glad that I ended up finding Delivery Bag there, because it was either going to be in Tower of the Gods or there at the point that I was in the seed. So...
Yeah, I was definitely hoping for a leaf either in or locked behind the latter half of Tower of the Gods. Because if that was the case, I definitely would have felt more comfortable than going and dipping any of the long, kind of just on their own checks like Fire Mountain, Bomb Island, or especially like Angular without being able to peek the chest inside the cave. So I was like, I'll just commit to Tower of the Gods. It'll be leafless, so it'll be a little slower, but maybe Leaf Wolf or Delivery Bag would just actually be in there. And, well, sometimes that doesn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah, how did you feel to it when you...
But... Oh, go for it.
You had more to your thoughts still, did you not?
I was basically just going to say, I kind of missed out on getting the Leaf before Tower of the Gods, but I kind of made it up by being able to skip Angular and Fire Mountain. So...
That's true. Arma did peek top of Angular, never got to see the inside, and then he did do Fire Mountain.
Yeah.
But I thought it was really crazy too, though. When you saw the spiky chest at the top of Wind Temple Hub Room, and you just stored it, you didn't open it to see what it was, and you were really hoping that was the shield, and then it was not. But I thought that was such a crazy
I was so
play.
sad.
But
well,
then
I was just sitting there like, if this is it, then I get to go. And if it's not it, then I can just save warp and continue to clear. And it actually ended up working out because then I didn't do 7 Armos Room. Since I would have done that next. I just ended up skipping that and went straight to the Spike Room after doing the soft reset. So, in a way, it kind of worked out. But it was definitely also like, are you serious? 2 shields missing and this is Moblin letter?
Yeah.
yeah, I thought you were gonna like mail that and then like soft reset if it wasn't to get back to Wind Temple. That's what I was
close. I definitely thought about it.
Yeah.
But I opted since, Wind Temple was more check dense and it was much more faster to do than warp to one place and do 1 check. I was like, I'll just stay here. There's a very good chance since there are 2 shields that there's at least 1 here somewhere. I just have to find it.
Yeah.
So that was the only reason I stayed. There were just more checks that could be done quicker.
Yeah, it does logically make sense.
Yeah, I saw that mail and I was upset.
I do have to announce though that Arma is the real winner because Tuba, you didn't get Hero's Charm, and I was like, I'm so mad at you.
Yeah.
So
You spawned it and didn't get it. I'm like, what is he doing? Are you kidding me?
So there's a reason for that. My model actually does not have a Hero's Charm.
What?
This model is technically unfinished and it has been for years. So the Hero's Charm, if I were to equip it, is literally just I get the health bars and that's it. There's no cosmetic change. So it's like I know how much health everything has. So I will take the flack for people getting mad at me, but I'm just gonna save a couple seconds because there's literally zero change.
Yeah.
Fair. I can respect that.
If there was cosmetic change, oh my goodness, I'd be losing time. No problem. It's just there's not one. So I guess I should thank BSC for giving me a competitive edge.
Maybe you could set up like a Hero's Charm PNG on your OBS layout and just like move it over your model.
Yeah, whenever you go to free cam, it doesn't move with it at all. But at the same time, it's still too good to get rid of for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah. Just leave it there.
Exactly.
I see no problems with this. Also, spoils bag in the seed on Cliff Plateau inside, I believe. Pretty high.
I laughed so hard when I
don't
realized.
If the restream showed it, but I took out Knight's Crest at the end after I got done.
I did see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't notice it until I had gotten done storing something else, and I was looking through the pause screen, and I was like, "Wait a second, that's a purple bag."
Yeah, I think it was like 20 minutes in, and I noticed like Arma had it clicked on his track. I'm like, wait, when they get that?
When did that happen?
It was,
It was
super
at the
cool.
very beginning. Those things don't happen often.
Yeah. Also,
So
how'd
when
you
it does
feel?
happen, we get happy.
How'd you feel with the item hints just being a bunch of dead? And then here's 2 big keys.
The big key hints made me so sad.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, the kill all enemies would have been useful if Wind Temple wasn't go mode by that point. And the Tower of the Gods one didn't matter for me because I didn't have Leaf.
Yeah.
So I had to do the
Oh.
Dark Nut mini boss anyways.
Man.
Yeah, at least, thank God, the floating platforms room was dead. Otherwise, I would have felt in a much worse position than what I already did.
Yeah. I did appreciate the item hints just because like the entire bottom left of the map was just dead. Like Islet,
Yeah.
Rock, Diamond Step, and Horseshoe were just they didn't have anything, so I never had to go there.
Yeah, it was so weird. And then you spawned at Outset, and Arma read hints first, but Tuba went and checked everything except Mesa. You left Mesa for like a long time.
I did!
And did you forget, or did you like, nah?
Oh, I hella forgot. Straight up. So here's the thing. We started the seed and like we were on Outset and I was like, I have not played since the last time that we played. I am like big old Butterfingers. I don't know what I should be doing right now. Oh my God, my hints. I need to get those ready. And I was like, oh, I'm on Outset. You know what? While I take the time to think about it, let's go check it. And as I was going, I was like, please don't be into Baron. Please.
Yeah.
Especially since I tried to talk to Coral at the very beginning, but like he wouldn't talk to me. I just didn't get close enough, and I was like, okay, you know what? I can't. I just need to start moving.
It is like that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, is there anything else fun that happened that you like to talk about this seed? Anyone?
My PG1 was absolutely cracked.
It was. It was crazy.
Yeah, but the second I finished that, I just kind of had to take a quick breath. It was like, okay, that happened. Keep going. And then
Fine.
I went to the wrong side of PG2. But let's focus on the one.
Mine did not start out well, and I was like, Tuba already finished. I don't need to keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, I wonder at what point he looks at race time, if he's looking at race time.
I had already seen it. I was like walking up the stairs and I was like, oh, well, I'll do Papa Ganon. And I was like, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe it's not a good time to do it.
Never mind, actually. You know, on the
I
bright
will
side,
definitely say. Oh, go for it.
I would say on the bright side though, before the race started, Arma did get, I think, third try Gelato Beach Skip.
That did happen before the race.
So that was
Let's go.
yeah. He knew I was commentating, so he knew I'd be watching.
Yeah.
I will definitely say I had no clue who was going to finish first when I was entering Hyrule because I had skipped both Angular and Fire Mountain. I was definitely sitting there like, okay, that the small key in Wind Temple was in an off spot, so I didn't lose too much time getting the shield. But if there was a shield on top of Angular Peak, I've got so much egg on my face right now.
Yeah. I could see that. I wasn't sure either because I thought like, you know, if you didn't end up getting Leaf for Tower of the Gods, I was like, that's like a huge thing for me. And then I went and checked a million other things, so you know.
Yes.
The road.
Yeah, I think
Oh, you know what? This is something that I thought was kind of good routing. I ended up not doing Ankle immediately whenever I was able to. I ended up putting it off until after Forest Haven, and Forbidden Woods, which ended up working out super well because you got Hookshot from Forest Haven. So saving those seconds. Let's go.
Yeah. Don't think I have anything else to say about the seed. It was a seed.
Yeah, that's about where I'm at too.
Well, it is like that. It was a seed. You're not wrong.
True.
I think I'm good. I guess.
I don't have any further questions.
All right. Yes, Game 3 is after, but unfortunately we don't have a restreamer available for it. I will post a link to a Khadgar that you can watch both runners on. Just give me a second. All right, there it is. Make sure to give both of them a follow. Thank you to Butterlord and Pugo for commentary, and then for Tally Demos and Scooby for tracking. So, sorry that we're not going to be able to restream Game 3, but I do have the Khadgar link in chat. You can follow it there. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
GG's.